morning, everyone, and welcome back to Meister Tarot. Oh, this American politics is so draining. What I'm going to have a little look at today, and I do apologise for those that aren't interested in US politics, but what's going on at the moment in the US is extremely vital for democracies around the world as to what the outcome is. So we do need to be aware. We don't need to be immersed in it, but just looking at a few highlights. What I want to have a quick look at today. Now, if something comes up on from the Jan6 Commission televising, I'll leap on and do some little extra videos. I don't think we're up for any surprises in this first week, but we'll see how we go. So I want to have a quick look today at Lauren Boebert' up for re-election in November. Will she get re-elected? Basically, she claimed that she had for the last election or during whatever period, she's claimed that she's travelled 38,000 miles. What's that? 50-odd thousand kilometres in her travels. So she's claimed refund payment for that, claiming that, you know, to meet with her constituents, she travelled that much. You know, that's 1.5 times round the circumference of the earth. And then there is a speculation, allegedly, that she used that money to pay off tax debt. So, you know, is there a bit of scamming and corruption going on in there? We'll have a quick look, and then we'll just have a quick look as to see whether she gets re-elected in 2022. So we'll see how we go. Might have a look at Boris. See how he goes. See what the future holds for Boris. He managed to survive the Parliament in the UK, giving a vote of no confidence. He managed to survive that, as I had predicted in the past, as I had seen in the cards. And most of that comes back to is there was no viable alternative to Boris to put in as the leader of the party. But that doesn't mean that there isn't one that's being groomed and brought through now. So we'll have a quick look at Boris and possibly have a quick look at how Trump's feeling in regards to the January 6th that's going on at the moment, the Commission hearings. How's he feeling, and what action is he going to take? Eastman, his legal advisor, has been ordered by the courts to hand over 159 documents relating to the insurrection, December 2020 exchanges between him and Trump, and some of that included the threat to Pence. So some of it was apparently, according to the judge that has ordered that they be handed over, because he has actually gone through them. There were 400 odd that he excluded from being handed over because he deemed either they weren't relevant or they were client-attorney privilege, but the 159 documents that he's ordered hand over because of the sake of public interest and domestic liability. So if we get a chance, we'll have a look at that as well. I apologise if I seem tired. These US politics is exhausting, and I don't know how you guys go living over there. It's hard enough viewing from a distance, and makes one grateful that I live in a slightly boring part of the world. But we can just cruise along and relatively trust our politicians, even if they might be dodgy and a bit off in some ways. Okay. What I'm going to have a look at absolutely first is Dr. Oz and Representative Fetterman. Fetterman, this is the Pennsylvania election that's coming up later this year. Dr. Oz doesn't even live in Pennsylvania. He's a Turkish citizen, voted in the Turkish elections. I don't even know how he is permitted to run for... obviously, there's some clauses in there. in Australia, if you are a citizen of another country, even if you are also an Australian citizen, you're not allowed to run in Australian politics. And so that if I ever, because my parents are New Zealanders, I'm Australian, it means that I have dual citizenship between Australia and New Zealand. It means I would have to formally forego my New Zealand citizenship before I could even consider running in Australian politics. So I'm not quite sure how it works over there for you, but we'll have a look at that. Now, Fetterman, he's had a stroke. While he was recovering from the stroke, apparently it was minor, if there's any such thing, the doctors discovered he had myocardia as well, which is inflammation of the heart, which can cause issues. So he's also been fitted with a pacemaker. So apparently very much liked, but could possibly be seen as a liability. So let's have a quick look. I'll just ask from Fetterman's point of view, will Fetterman win? Tell me about Fetterman in the November 22 state elections. Fetterman. That's Spotty coming over. Drags his feet everywhere. Fetterman in the 2022 election. Tell me how he's going to go. Tell me how... Oops. Flung out. Something's going to be under review. He's going to find himself somewhat isolated. He may also find himself as the light in the dark. Let's keep going with this. Fetterman in the 2022. Fetterman. Sorry if I'm dropping cards. The weather is freezing. I mean, I've got my heated floors on. It's lovely and cosy inside, but just the weather's windy and freezing, and we're getting hit by polar blast after polar blast off Antarctica. Tell me about Fetterman in the 22 election. Fetterman. Right, let's keep going. I've kept that card as the signifier card for the reading. Challenged by the King of Coins, or crossed by the King of Coins. So this is Oz. This is Oz, a rabid Trumpster. So he's going to be challenged. He's going to find himself challenged. Base the reading. Loss, disappointment, heartache. Oh gosh, okay. In the past, illusion and delusion. Now I gather Fetterman's not back on the campaign trail until July, which I also find astounding because the elections aren't till November. They spend a third of their actual elected time campaigning for the next election. When do they actually spend any time being a lawmaker, doing work for their constituents? But in the past, there is this illusion and delusion, emotional delusion that's been going on. I don't know whether that's in regards to him or regards to the energy surrounding him. Meister, can you tell me that? But we'll just keep going. There's a lot of information that's going to come out really quickly in regards to him. And then we have the Star of Hope. So the immediate future, there is so much hope resting on him. External influences, he is the romantic knight, bringing forward an offer of emotional calm in the storm. External influences working together, forming partnerships and working together. Hopes and fears. Ooh, there is something that we are unaware of. There is something that may be brought to the surface that he doesn't necessarily want revealed, and that's a fear. Okay, right. Let's see, keep going with this. This Tower moment has me worried. So I'm going to read on these two cards. This Tower moment has me worried because it is about the breaking down of old structures and rebuilding of the new. it is about sort of complete destruction. It's not complete downfall, it's not death, and it's not the Ten of Swords or anything like that, but it is about breaking down of the old to be able to rebuild better. And then we have this archway of stepping forward into this new bright reality, past the coins. Can mean intergenerational wealth, but it can also mean intergenerational security. So this is what he is wanting to bring forward. And then we have this slow, steady, diligent, loyal knight bringing forward this Ace of Coins, bringing the message of this Ace of Coins with him, moving forward with the Ace of Coins. I'll just draw one more in regards to that. Seeing things from a different point of view. Seeing things from a different point of view. Base of the pack we have the sun, full illumination, the ending of a cycle, the beginning of a new cycle in regards to government. Okay, this very much, thank you Master, has very much shades of January the 6th Commission. I'm just going to draw a couple of clarifiers for this Tower card. So I'll just pop the rest of it. It has very much shades of the January 6th Commission is going to be extremely important in regards to him winning this election. Okay, tell me about this illusion and delusion. Tell me about this Nine of Cups. Tell me about this. What's this in regards to? What's this in regards to? I didn't expect this. I thought this would be a quick part of the reading. Tell me about this Nine of Cups, please, Master. Nine of Cups, please, Master. Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups, please, Master. What's this mean? What's this mean in regards to Fetterman? Right, this illusion and delusion. Ten of Swords, ending of a cycle, ending of something, ending of being stabbed in the back, being betrayed by manipulation of the truth. Something murky going to be brought to the surface, and this actually relates to this card because that's what Master was showing me. The Lovers, which is a unbalanced contract, an unbalanced agreement, an unbalanced something going on where you've got this fully armoured, aggressive Roman soldier, masculine energy, but he's also fading in when he's challenged by this feminine energy between the pillars of wisdom, and we've got the pillars of wisdom here as well. Okay, and then the Voter. So, and reflects on what I was seeing when I was shuffling in regards to this card as well, that what's going to happen is at some stage during his campaign and as part of the January 6th Commission, the truth is going to bring about the downfall of this exposed murky underbelly, and I'm wondering whether that was what the Hermit was for. He's going to somehow during his campaign bring forward the truth, shine the light on the truth in regards to this unbalanced agreement that's going on in regards to Dr. Oz, in regards to Trumpism, and the voters will see this powerful truth, and it will happen very quickly, and it will build a solid foundation. So what I was seeing with this Tower card was very similar cards in regards to this, that something during his campaign specifically is going to expose, whether it's gerrymandering or corruption, or it's base of the pack walking towards something that will serve base of the pack. There's a decision to be made about what path to take to follow the path of truth. There's something that's going to happen during his campaign specifically that will cause a breaking down of the old system and a real rebuilding of the new, a destruction of these lies and illusions and delusions and fake news and whatever else. That is going to be in the past. So that's a bit more interesting than I thought it was going to be. There is going to be something that happens during the Oz Fetterman process. Now, whether it's after the election has taken place and corruption is being exposed, and it ends up going through the courts, or which is your King of Swords and your Ace of Swords, or whether there will be something specific during the process that will be brought forward by the January 6th Commission that will be the breaking down of the old system of doing things. So that's going to be one interesting to look at. It was a bit more interesting than I thought it would be. Lauren Boebert. Quickly look at Lauren Boebert. Hopefully she's a quick one. Tell me about Lauren Boebert. Will she be... I don't even... Has she had her primaries yet? Has she... Oh, oh dear. Yes, she is 100% chained to this devil energy. This toxic devil Trumpism energy. She's in her gilded cage, but she is trapped in that gilded cage. She thinks she's independent. She thinks that she has better than what she is, but she is chained very much to this energy. Okay, let's have a quick look. Tell me about Lauren Boebert in November. Tell me about Lauren Boebert. Will she be re-elected in November? Lauren Boebert, re-elected in November. Lauren Boebert, re-elected in November. Will Lauren Boebert be re-elected? You'll notice I don't name call these. I don't see any point. I have no fear of these people. It's not like calling Voldemort or anything. Oh dear. Lauren Boebert. Russia. Or is this hatching a new plan? Let's keep going. Lauren Boebert. November 2020 election. Tell me about Lauren Boebert, November 2020 election. Let's see. Lauren Boebert, 2020. Tell me more about this Empress card. Lauren Boebert, 2020 election. Okay, we'll keep going with this. So this is Lauren. Okay, Meister was telling me while I was shuffling. This is Lauren Boebert, how she pictures herself. Reclining, abundant, benevolent, ruling over, clicks her fingers and it happens type figure, dripping with jewels. She will be challenged by moderation. She will be challenged by moderation. Oh gosh, 3 major arcana. In other words, take notice. This is the government at the base and the devil energy. 4 out of 4 major arcana. So this devil energy in the past, she sees herself pretty much sitting pretty, as in, the word that keeps coming to me is a benevolent giver or a benevolent leader, where she is touted for her wonderfulness. She receives gifts, etc. She just has to sit on her throne and look gorgeous, draped in her jewels, is how she sees herself. Doesn't actually have to do anything, doesn't have to lift a finger, just clicks her fingers and everything happens for her. But she is being challenged by temperance, moderation, a rebalancing of reality in regards to her role in the government. And this is also how she sees herself. So if you look, these two figures are very similar. They're sitting up on their throne, so to speak, while their minions or their subjects or their those who they have power over basically kowtow to her every wish. This is the base. Past is this devil energy. Crowning the reading, this is this gilded cage that she is in, but she is confined. Okay, immediate future. She has actually some serious juggling to go on, financial juggling. Has she lost donors? Let me know. Has she lost backing? She is actually in a bit of a financial bind. She's walking a tightrope. She's having to decide this or that. What does she do? Him or them? Another major arcana. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 7. This is the external influences on her, and this is about actions and consequences. She's going to be held accountable for her actions, and she is going to be brought to justice. Wow, okay, internally. Another major one, manipulation. 100% manipulation, with the fire coming out. She's juggling the pentacles, the cup, the sword, and the wand. She's got earth, water, fire, and air. She's juggling everything at her disposal. She's throwing everything at it. She's throwing everything at the manipulation. Okay, hopes and fears. Whew. Okay, she's not sleeping very well at night. There's stuff she knows there's stuff she knows, put it that way. She's afraid of being found out about particular truths. Outcome, judgment, inevitable ending, being brought to judgment. King of Coins, in regards to her relationship with Trump, and these are the lawmakers. Also my card for Liz Cheney. It's going to happen very quickly. The truth is going to come forward. The truth is going to come forward, and something is going to be revealed in regards to her thievery. In regards to her thievery and her circles of support. She's going to face extreme disappointment, and she will be at a crossroads as the murky underbelly is revealed. Things aren't looking too crash hot for Lauren Boebert'. She thinks she's sitting pretty at the moment, but she knows that if something comes out, stuff comes out, she's in dire trouble, and it's in regards to this past, this devil energy. So I'm wondering again whether there's something in January the 6th that's going to come out. That's not telling me whether she'll win or not. Just 3 cards, please, Meister. Will Lauren Boebert' be... Oh, I can't read on that. He's telling me I can't read on that right now. We have to wait and see what information comes out first. He's not... He just told me, don't read on that one. Okay, thank you, Master. Okay, Trump. Let's have a look at Trump. Oh, yeah, I'll use my Golden Universal Tarot in regards to this. How is Trump feeling in regards to the January the 6th Commission publicised hearings? How is Trump feeling in regards to January the 6th? How is Trump feeling? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do readings later in the day now. I try and get them done early so that they're there for morning coffee time for those that are local, but I will do them later so that I can actually have a really good analysis of what's coming out in the January the 6th Commission. Today is our Queen's birthday weekend in Australia, so I need to disappear quickly as family is all home, but I will move my readings from tomorrow onwards to a bit later so I can really digest and analyse what's going on. Just these first couple of days is not terribly OMG, but as it moves on there will be more of interest that comes forward. But tell me about Trump's energies. How's Trump feeling in regards to the January 6th? How is Trump's energies in regards to January the 6th? Now, for those that haven't seen me before, I have seen and I have read on Trump's numerous times, but the biggest vision that I get, and it sticks to me still today as if it was just last night that the vision came to me, and the visions come to me when I'm waking. And it was of Trump sitting in sort of a middle class, speak of the devil, a middle class nursing home type, retirement village type thing, which had a big wide hallway, massive picture window. He was sitting in a vinyl armchair next to the picture window, looking down, babbling away to, he was complaining, he was carrying on about how he'd been betrayed. He was almost incoherent. He looked awful. There was spittle coming out of his mouth, and he was picking at the they call it the piping that goes around the corner. He was picking at the piping on the arm of the vinyl armchair, being ignored, penniless, ignored, friendless, familyless. Couldn't happen to a nicer bloke. But that's just dropped out at me when I was talking about Trump, so that pretty much, that's him. So I have never seen Trump going to jail, but I do see him being so completely destroyed and irrelevant that I get a lot more satisfaction out of that ending. Anyhow, tell me, Meister, Trump and the January 6th. Tell me about Trump and Trump's energies regarding January the 6th Commission. Trump's energies in regards to January the 6th televised commission. Right, let's have a look. Come on down. Hopefully not too much glare out of my big picture window. He is really going to have to defend himself. He's going to find himself, there's just going to be so much information come forward that he's going to be right on the back foot and having to defend himself in regards to this. He's going to feel himself put upon. Right, he is being challenged by a new beginning. A powerful new beginning, work, ideas, just all that is physical. This is earth energy. He's going to be challenged by that. They've had enough of him. They've had enough. Base of the reading is four of wands, interesting. usually means can mean a celebration like a wedding, although here what they're doing is they're harvesting the grapes and making wine, my kind of people. Used to own a vineyard at one stage, my husband and I. It was hard work to make a loss for many years, but the experience was fabulous. So we've got can also find himself confined about what this can also mean is not only celebration and family, it can mean, but it can also very much mean that you find yourself confined within the four pillars of messages, the four rods, the four wands. I think what's happening is he's being found to that he's these messages are surrounding him. Ooh, complete and utter downfall and destruction in the past. This is already, the information is, the January the 6th Commission already has the information, and he knows it. He knows it. He is going to be wounded by this. He's going to actually ill health. It's going to bring about ill health for him. Immediate future. Sorry, I'm just having a brief pause there. Spot's curled up in the cutest little ball. Two of Cups, the immediate future. So information is going to come out about the contracts, arrangements, personal relationships is going to be exposed. External, it's all about. Externally, January the 6th is going to be all about this energy, this Trump, betrayal, abuse of power, deception, deceit, stealing from the fellow man, stealing the truth, literally. This is the big lie. Oh, this is the big lie. This is January the 6th. Okay, sorry. But you'll notice that the others on the field of battle are walking away from him. They've had enough. And this is what I got from this card as well. They've had enough. He thinks he's still in this happy family situation where everybody's going to work cheerfully together to produce a comfortable result for him. But the truth is, this card, they're going to explore his personal relationships. The external energy is the January 6th Commission, the big lie, the steal, the abuse of power. The internal energy, and I think that sums up. He knows, he really knows. This is his belief, but he really knows. And to be honest, this is the only good card in this entire reading so far, and it is somewhat of a delusion. But internally, he's really anxious about it. Hopes and fears. He is hoping that he can somehow pull the rabbit out of the hat, that he can juggle this, that he can make it come to his advantage. Financially, he's really quite on the ropes as well. He doesn't have the money that he likes those around him to believe he has. And on a little bit of side news is Starbucks pulled out of Trump Tower. Apparently the New York Trump Tower, which Trump still owns. Apparently a lot of the retail space is now empty, and aside from, I believe it's Gucci or Chanel or one of those luxury brands still having the bottom floor, which has the direct pedestrian access, the only other tenants in the building, commercial tenants in the building, shopfront tenants in the building, which is the first 6 floors apparently, are Trump affiliated companies like Trump Sweets or Lollies or whatever you call them, Trump, I can't even remember, I read a list of them and I really thought, why would you brand all these products Trump? Trump sandwiches, Trump meat, Trump, all that sort of stuff. Starbucks, which was one of the major key tenants, has pulled out. So he's hemorrhaging money. He is financially juggling, but he's also hoping that he can somehow turn this to his advantage. However, final outcome. This sums up the image that I explained before of him sitting in the nursing home picking at the vinyl chair, out in the cold, desolation, isolated, also means moral corruption, but just penniless and cast out and unwelcome. Endings. And he's working frantically he will continue to work frantically on new ideas. To me, this card, if you have a look in the background, you'll see the green gate with the spikes on top. It looks almost like someone doing hard labour in a prison to me. This is him. The outcome is he's still trying to work out how he can bring it to his advantage. There he is there, and his disappointment at how things went. Here you have the Star of Hope. The Star of Hope that's coming forward with a heck of a lot of messages about his past with the government. Base of the pack is the truth under review, extremely strong. Truth being investigated, bringing forward this strength of the investigation. There's something to be revealed in regards to his connections with Russia. This is going a little bit longer than I wanted, but I do have one last question. So that pretty much sums up where Trump is at the moment. He's not sleeping, he knows. Financially, he's on the ropes, reaping what you sow in regards to Russia. Sorry, dog hair there. He's reaping what he's sown in regards to his allegiances with Russia. I want to have a look to see whether, and as I was thinking, I split again, there's Russia and this agenda, something that's hidden that's going to be revealed, which probably sums up what I was thinking. The Mueller report, that seems like a lifetime ago, will be brought forward under investigation. Will the Mueller report be released unredacted? Because if you remember, Bill Barr put it forward and basically 2 out of every 3 words were blacked over. There was so much that wasn't exposed, so much that was redacted, and my heart so went out to Bob Mueller because he had worked so hard. He's very much in the vein of Merrick Garland in regards to justice and doing what is right, an honourable man. But tell me, will the Mueller report finally be released in its unredacted form? Ooh! I was just told January the 6th. Are they going to bring that out? Oh boy, fire up the popcorn maker. Is that going to... Well, Mueller report. What's happened? Okay, Trump org has popped out. Trump org has popped out. Tell me, will the unredacted version of the Mueller report be released? Will the unredacted version of the Mueller report be released? Will the unredacted version of the Mueller report be released? Didn't quite find it, do we, Master? looking for a particular card. Come on, Meister. Right, here we go. Mueller report. Sorry about my fat thumb there. Oh, dear. Lies, deception, thievery, making off with the truth. This is all covered in the Mueller report. All of it is covered in the Mueller report. The thievery of the truth. The thievery of the truth. Crossed by the lawmakers. I'm seeing that as part of this January 6th commission, or what falls out of it following the DOJ, because I've read on that and the DOJ are waiting for this commission to summarise up before they make moves. But the stealing of this truth is going to be challenged by the inspiring lawmakers. Base of the pack, this is, base of the reading, foundation of the reading, this was the Mueller report in its redacted form. In the past, so much information coming forward. It contains so much information. It will blow us away. Moving forward, bringing forward the message. This is telling me, yes, it is going to be released. The truth is going to be firmly, if you look at this guy, very forcefully brought forward. The truth, the wisdom, King of Swords, investigation. He's ready to spring forward, and he's brooking no opposition. No opposition. Externally, heartbreak, loss, despair. Now, is this... No. Okay, externally. This is going to bring heartbreak, loss and despair, and I'm always, even though it doesn't look like him, the figure on the ground below reminds me so much of the energies of Trump, always has on this particular card when I'm reading on him. Externally, it's going to cause a lot of pain, a lot of pain. Internally, it is going to rebuild the trust, faith and courage in the democratic US system. It's a new start, a fresh new beginning. Internally, this is going to be a new start. Hopes and fears, Star of Hope, couldn't get any better than that. Outcome, the truth, sword of truth. In regards to the Emperor figure, who has been trying to play it really close to his chest. Now this is a 4, this is a 4. Fours are both retreating figures. This is the Emperor trying to hold on tight, conceal, not show its insecurity, but just trying to cover up the money. Trying to cover up the money. The investigation. It will investigate. This is the Mueller report's investigation in regards to contracts and agreements, where the money came from. There's going to be a harsh truth in relation to this. There is going to be a harsh truth. It is going to cause bipartisan or partisan battling, as the Republican Party is being exposed, because you can't expose Trump without exposing those that were his enablers in the Republican Party. But this is also a youthful, self-indulgent, what's in it for me fight that's going on in regards to the big steal. in regards to the big steal. This message is going to be really strong and cause a lot of anxiety. So, yeah, sorry, that's gone on way too long. Telling me that, yes, the Mueller report is going to be brought out in its entirety. Not necessarily its entirety, but enough. Enough that it's going to cause some major issues. Okay, thank you for joining me. It's very draining, these US politics issues. I didn't get to look at Boris. I'll have a look at him tomorrow as part of what I'm doing. And if I need to do an extra, I'll have a look at Boris tomorrow, and I might have a look at Georgia tomorrow. And then if I need to do, and then I'll analyse the Jan6 Commission, and then perhaps put up a later recording as well. So thank you for joining me. Oh, this is going to be a bit of a roller coaster couple of weeks. Just take it in small doses. Just look at the summaries. Don't try and live through it. Don't throw anything at your television. Just take it in the summaries, and just realise that this is part of the process to move forward. And it is a good move forward. So thank you for joining me, and I shall catch you tomorrow. Take care. Love and light and strength to you all. Bye-bye.